Sawadee Welcome to Excuse My Tinglish, the podcast where we mix Thai, English, and a whole lot of confusion. I'm Tina, and today we're talking about one of my favorite creepy topics: why Thai people are afraid of the Krasue. Imagine you're walking alone at night in a quiet Thai village. The moon is out, the crickets are chirping, but the air is still. A little too still. Then you hear it, a wet, squelching sound behind you. You turn around, but there's nothing. Or is there? You glance up, and floating above you is a woman's head, but her body is missing. Her eyes glow, her tongue slithers out, and hanging below her is a mess of bloody, pulsing guts. Welcome to the nightmare of the Krasue. Today we're diving deep into one of Thailand's most terrifying ghosts, why Thai people fear it, where it came from, and most importantly, what to do if you ever come face to face with a floating head with intestines. Because let's be honest, that is not on anyone's bingo card for survival. Alright, for those of you who don't know, the Krasue is one of Thailand's most famous ghosts, but she's not your typical boo kind of ghost. Oh no. The Krasue is next level. Imagine a woman's floating head around at night, but instead of casually drifting through walls like Casper, she's got a whole horror movie hanging from her neck. Her entire digestive system just swinging in the breeze. And what does she do? Oh, just the usual. Sneaks into people's homes, eats raw meat, drinks blood, and sometimes even feasts on pregnant women. Casual, right? Now you might be thinking, okay, but it's just a legend, right? Like the boogeyman? Well, tell that to every Thai grandma who swears she's seen one. Let me tell you about my auntie and what she told me. My auntie lives in a farm in the northeast of Thailand, alright? So she's also a farmer, so she has her own little rice crop. And one night, it was raining and she wanted to collect some frogs. So she got her boots on and her hat and her bucket to collect the frogs, and she also had 2 dogs at that time. So she brought her 2 dogs with her. And while she was collecting the frogs, she saw a light that was red, and it was glowing, and she couldn't really tell what it was because it was raining really hard and she wasn't wearing her glasses at that time. But the only thing she could see was like a glowing light from afar, and she just kept looking at it, and it was just, it was blurry, but it wasn't clear. And the dogs were barking. That's one thing that freaked her out. And she knew right away what it was and left the bucket and left the site because nobody wants to fucking deal with that. Because interesting fact, the Krasue is fucking fast. Unlike other ghosts that creep around like they're in the horror movie, slow motion scene. No, she flies. You can't outrun a flying head, people. That's nightmare fuel. Did I tell you that the next morning, she found a dead buffalo? Coincidence? Maybe. Or maybe someone just got hungry. In Thai culture, kids grow up hearing ghost stories, so it's basically ingrained in us. It's like how Western kids are scared of the dark because of horror movies. Thai kids, we don't fear the dark. We fear of what's floating in it. Of course, Thailand loves to make horror movies about the Krasue. She's basically a celebrity at this point. We've had dozens of movies, TV shows, and even comedies like her. Some of the best Krasue movies include Krasue Valentine, where she's a romantic ghost, because why not? Or one movie that I've seen actually is called Inhuman Kiss, which is actually a really good movie about how someone accidentally became a Krasue. Kind of like Spider-Man, but instead of getting cool powers, you turn into a flying digestive system. Okay, so now let's get to the creepy part. There are actual Krasue sightings reported in rural Thailand even today. Some people believe that if you see a strange flickering red light at night near a rice field, that could be a Krasue And let me tell you, if I ever saw a floating head at 2 in the morning, I would simply pass away. One famous story is about a village where the chickens and ducks were mysteriously getting killed overnight. People swore they saw Krasue floating around, so they put thorny branches around their house because apparently the guts get stuck on them like a human lint roller. Now, I don't know if that's genius or just the most Thai solution ever. Another creepy urban legend involves a woman who was rumored to be a Krasue herself. In many Thai folktales, Krasue spirits possess living women, especially those who practice black magic or have committed sins in the past lives. Okay, so there was once an old woman in the village who always locked herself inside her house at night. People started noticing that she never ate food in public and would only drink soup or raw meat juice, which is kind of strange, right? Then farm animals started dying mysteriously. Chickens, ducks, and even dogs, all drained of blood. And then one night, a neighbor saw a strange glow coming from the woman's house. They peeked inside and no head. The woman's body was lying on her bed, but her head was gone. People were terrified and rumors spread. The next day, the old woman suddenly left the village and was never seen again. Did she get exposed or did she move somewhere else? Nobody knows. The Krasue isn't the only floating head ghost in the world. There are similar spirits in other cultures. Did you know that? Cambodia and Laos, I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong, but they have the Hap, like HAP, which is the same floating head but sometimes with wings. And in Malaysia and Indonesia, their version is called the Pinanggalan. Sorry again if I'm pronouncing that wrong, but it's basically a floating woman's head, but instead of just eating meat, she sucks the blood of a pregnant woman. Also in the Philippines, which is similar, but just instead of a head, her entire body flies away at night, leaving her legs behind. Is it just me, or is it kind of like Asia has a whole horror movie franchise of floating intestine ghosts? Some say a woman can become a Krasue if you practice black magic incorrectly. In ancient times, some women tried to do spells to make themselves more beautiful, kind of like a DIY plastic surgery, but supernatural. You know what I mean? If the ritual failed, they would be cursed and turn into a Krasue at night. Others believe that if someone eats food contaminated with a Krasue's saliva, they might transform into one as well. So this is why some Thai people avoid eating food left outside overnight, because you just never know. Another interesting fact is if a Krasue is actually a cursed woman, she can return to her human form before sunrise, but only if she finds her body. So in some stories, villagers would move their body while she was floating around. So when she came back, she wouldn't reattach and would die at sunrise. Now, let's say you're in Thailand and you suspect there's a Krasue in your neighborhood. What do? Well, according to Thai folklore, here are the best ways to protect yourselves, okay? Number 1, put sharp objects outside. Krasue apparently hates knives and scissors, which is ironic because she's basically a floating biology experiment gone wrong. Number 2, hang thorny branches around your house because nothing says stay away like a DIY ghost trap. And number 3, never leave your dirty clothes outside at night. This one kind of confused me because apparently Krasue, they like to sniff around for anything human scented. So unless you want your underwear to become a ghost midnight snack, bring them inside, okay? Some scientists and skeptics believe that Krasue sightings could actually be swamp gases that glow at night, fireflies clustering together to create an eerie floating light, or just psychological fear because Thai people hear about the Krasue their whole lives, right? So at night, when they see something strange, their brain just immediately fills in the blank. But for people who swear they've seen one up close, I don't think science will change their minds. And even though the Krasue is terrifying, some Thai legends say that she can actually fall in love and even have a husband or a boyfriend. Like during the day, she looks like a normal woman. She might even get married and live a completely normal life. But at night, she has to sneak away, detach her head, and go hunting for blood and guts. So imagine being her boyfriend and accidentally waking up at 2 a.m. to see your girlfriend's body lying in bed with no fucking head. Now let's ask ourselves, we might be scared of a Krasue, but is a Krasue scared of anything? Yes. Krasue might be a scary ghost, but she has one huge weakness: dirty, smelly things. Okay? So in a Thai village, people hang dirty clothes. Some people even say if you throw poop or rotten things at her, she will scream and fly. So if you ever encounter a Krasue, everybody, just remember, carry some dirty laundry or a toilet bucket with you. Okay? Speaking of pregnant women fear the Krasue the most. Okay, why? Because they love to eat fetuses. In old time, pregnant women would never sleep alone because people believe that the Krasue would sneak into the house, stick her tongue into the womb, and suck out the baby's soul. Like, that's just terrifying. If a woman that's pregnant suddenly had a miscarriage with no explanation, people would blame the Krasue. Now here's a creepy thing. The fact that they can hide in plain sight because in the daytime they look like just any other woman, that's scary, okay? But here's how we can kind of tell that she might be a ghost. Number 1, she will look so beautiful, sometimes even more beautiful than normal. Number 2, if you look closely, you might notice that she never eats solid food, only soup or raw meat. And she might also have a faint, weird smell because, she spent her night covered in blood. Also, the fact that she has to detach her head from her body. She might always be wearing high collars. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever heard of a Krasue? Do you believe in ghosts? And more importantly, if you had to fight one, what would be your strategy? For me, I'd probably just start speaking English really fast. Maybe she'll get confused and leave me alone. I don't know. Maybe she'll be like, "Alaya,ไม่เข้าใจ, bye." I don't know. Do you believe in ghosts? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to follow, subscribe, and support me on Patreon. Until next time, sleep tight and don't let the floating heads bite. ขอบคุณค่ะ